Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Well, I am Brian SOIGNE Wilson, and I am here with an incredible photographer whose name is Krys Fox. Now, for the last 4 years, he has done a series called the 31 Days of Halloween.
Yeah, that's right.
In which he shoots performance artists and people, friends of his, and nightclub acts, all done up in interesting, iconic horror images, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tell us a little bit about the series, Krys.
It started in 2012. It was something that I kind of wanted to do forever. I had originally done, during those like Sarah Palin years when we were all scared we were gonna have her as like a vice president, me and an actor, Guillermo Diaz, did like a horror movie shoot about Psycho, referring to her, where he wore like glasses, and I just wrote all of her like Sarah Palinisms all over his body. Like soccer mom and all my best friends are, and like all this bullshit and like Prop 8 and stuff, and it's like our like kind of internet rebellion against her. And it's kind of like this thing that I've wanted to do forever, is like switch genders of characters in horror films, or like kind of queer things up. Just being like a horror geek that feels like I want to be a horror director, and there's no other like interesting queer directors working anymore. The only person I can even look to as like an inspiration is like Clive Barker, you know, like he's like the only gay horror person that there is. Oh, wow. Except for, you know, so I don't know, so it's been a big thing of like kind of doing that, and then the project was so scary I just kind of started using like excuses and not doing it. And then in 2012 I had just gotten back from touring the UK and doing a bunch of exhibitions in Europe, and after exhibitions I get like this postpartum depression, you know, where you just like, you're sad and you need like something else to do. And I just kind of dove into this project and started doing it in real time in October, and just shooting a different movie every day, or 2 or 3 a day. And I was never really catching up, and it was like really stressful and crazy. It was like a marathon, but it ended up being kind of the most popular thing of my work. So now it's become this yearly tradition. We do it every year.
Oh, fantastic!
So this is year 4. And then it gets more and more than 31 every year. Like this year, I've already done 33. I have 10 more to do that are scheduled. So it's like we're gonna have like 43 this year.
Wow!
So it just never ends.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Now, someone told me that you're gonna be a film director soon.
Yes. Yeah. That's my next project after this. Is I'm gonna spend the winter where I'm miserable making movies instead. So.
Wow.
So yeah. So this is the last like big photo series for a little while. We'll do some moving photos instead.
That would be excellent. I'm so excited. So is there anything else that you'd like people to know about your creative vision?
I mean, follow me online. Like all my sites are just my name, so it's KRYSFOX. And we post at least 1 a day. We'll get them for the rest of the month. I think that they get stronger and stronger, and this will be coming up in a couple days, a week. So yeah, keep following, and we'll see what the finale is this year. Yeah,
and I have one last question. What was the first photo you ever took?
Like ever in my whole life?
Yes, the first photo.
It's this thing. It's funny. I have this missing childhood memory that like came back from my parents, that they reminded me of something. I guess when I was like in 3rd grade, I asked if I could take a photo class during the summer. And I was supposed to stay with my father during the summers. They were divorced, and it was this big deal that I didn't go to see him that year because I needed to take this photo class, which I don't even remember taking. But I had a Polaroid camera growing up, and that's where that came from, was because I was in this class. And then my mom was all excited when I had my first art show. When I was like 19, I did a solo show at the Gay and Lesbian Center in California, and like it was all like street kids and homeless kids and like just like junkies, and like they're all like, "You're Nan Golden," and I'm like, "Who's Nan Golden?" And it was like, yeah, so I was all excited. I showed my mom, and she's like, "You've been doing this forever," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then she ran and got like my report card, and the teacher at the summer school thing was saying that like I was some visionary, and this is like, you know, what I was going to end up doing for the rest of my life, that I understood like depth of field and the mathematics of photography, when I can't even do like multiplication. You know, like math is like the hardest thing, but for some reason, photography just made sense to me. So it's something that I've kind of been doing as long as I can remember. And for a long time I would do what we do now, but with my friends, and there was no internet, and we just did it for us. We just play. Like that was kind of my way of hanging out with people, as I come over with, I used my first 2 art shows were just disposable cameras.
Oh wow.
So it was just like whatever weird shit we were doing at home. And I did that with like a cute boy once when I was like 19 and was like, oh, I want to take your photo. And he turned out to be an art collector and that was, and a gallerist, and that was kind of his thing. And he kind of, his name's Jason Jen, thank you Jason. And he made me kind of what I am now and forced me to share what I was doing. And I've been doing that ever since and it's never stopped. So yeah, so I've been shooting forever, but I think 3rd grade was when I started.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, thank you so much, Krys Fox.
You.
And today we shot Phantasm, and I'm supposed to be the tall man, Angus Grimm. Boy!
Because he's so tall.
And so this has been wonderful. And once again, I'm Brian Soignier Wilson, and this is Krys Fox. And this is the 31 Days of Halloween, 31 Days of Halloween series by Krys Fox.
My kind of summer. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sweetheart.
Let's kiss the ball.
Look, it's still floating.
It's still floating.